This evil woman tried to kill her boyfriend by pouring acid over him while he was sleeping. Katie Leong tried to kill her boyfriend Daniel Rotario whilst he was sleeping by pouring acid all over him. The jail terms given out in this story are disgraceful. 52-year-old Katie Leong had formed a relationship in December 2015 with 31-year-old Daniel Rotario, who lived in the same shared house in Leicester. The relationship was toxic, they argued frequently. She even forced him to delete Facebook from his phone in an act of jealousy, and she wanted him to get a tattoo of her name to prove his love. What a little weirdo. Around the same time, she was still speaking to her ex-boyfriend, a waste man called Mark Cummings. She had a restraining order against Mark over alleged domestic abuse, but she kept speaking to him and using him like the puppet that he was. In February 2016, 5 months before the attack, Mark Cummings told an alcohol nurse that Katie Leong wanted him to buy acid, which he later did. He said Katie had previously talked of throwing acid in someone's face. This was reported to the police, but they did nothing about it. On the 26th of July 2016, Daniel Rotario argued with Katie Leong during the day, and because of this, he went to bed early at about 8 p.m. Katie, the little scruff, then invited her ex-boyfriend, Mark Cummings, over to the house. Just after 2 a.m., Katie went into Daniel Rotario's bedroom. Whilst he was fast asleep, she pulled his duvet away and poured a 500-milliliter bottle full of sulfuric acid with 96% purity all over him. She tried to cover as much of his face, torso, arms and legs as possible. Daniel said he woke feeling as if boiling water was being poured on him, and he started screaming. It was dark, so he couldn't tell who was in the room doing this to him, but saw a shadow leaving. He staggered next door into the living room and found Katie Leong sitting in a chair, and then he heard the back door shutting as Mark Cummings ran out of the house. Daniel Rotario managed to get to the bathroom and started trying to wash the acid off. The police were quick on the scene as his other housemates phoned them. Police chest cameras showed Katie Leong telling officers that it was nothing to do with her and it was all Mark Cummings. She kept talking about how much she loved Daniel Rotario, but she didn't once go and try to help Daniel in the shower or comfort him as he was washing the acid off. She then started giving different versions of events to the police and medical staff, one of which was that she was actually in bed with Daniel Rotario when Mark Cummings threw the acid, and she saw him smiling as he did it. Daniel was rushed to Leicester Royal Infirmary and placed in a specialist burns unit. He was put into an induced coma and underwent a number of emergency operations. He had 32% surface area burns estimated at 35 to 40% full thickness to his face, lips, tongue, ears, both arms, chest, and other parts of his body. He remained in hospital for over 6 months. He suffered irreversible blindness and the most terrible life-threatening and life-changing injuries. It is a miracle that he survived. Katie Leong and Mark Cummings were arrested and charged with attempted murder. Katie was found guilty of attempted murder and jailed for life with a minimum term of 17 years. She was also ordered to pay Daniel £19,000 of her inheritance money as compensation for the attack. Mark Cummings admitted being in the house on the night of the attack, but said he was hiding in Katie Leong's room because he was not